Okay. Hello, this is Sid and Millie Chats. I'm Sid. This is Millie. If you found yourself here, we invite you to be a fly on our wall. So what are we going to chat about today, Millie?
Nice, I really like that. We're going to talk about United's first game under new manager Ruben, kind of like their practices, his press conference, stuff like that, and then a little bit about Formula One. Obviously, it's Las Vegas Grand Prix weekend, but the scheduling is not in our favor. Yeah, so we'll see about that. But first, I guess after we watch the like Ruben's like intro, like his first day, like walking through Man United, like going through Old Trafford and everything, like obviously places we've walked, the same hallways we've been through. What were your thoughts on like that and seeing that video?
Well, it definitely sounds like he has a vision for the team.
For real, it sounds like he's like really bought into like the ideology of the club, like, and he kind of seems like that's going to be an important value that he's going to bring to the squad. It seems like he wants everybody to like kind of embody that Manchester spirit.
Yes,
I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's cool to see someone who's come from another club. He obviously has like a huge, deep love and passion for sporting.
Yes.
And obviously Man United and sporting have a huge and long history of trading players. We've obviously got some of our best players from sporting.
So lots of legends.
Yeah, have come from sporting. So, and obviously Bruno is the heart and soul of the team since Ollie signed him back in the day. So a lot of like really good relationships and good players have come from there. And so hopefully this will be like another positive step
up in the right direction.
Yeah, 100%. I think that Ruben's bringing like another good energy. I think it's important for both like the fans and players to be like fully bought into that.
Where do you think we could go under his management?
I mean, I definitely, I guess, like, he described himself maybe a little bit, like, naive to think that they could win everything, but, I mean, I do feel like they could win any and everything. Like, the league this year seems to be, like, up in the air. City, we know, they've not been performing well. They're okay. Still pending investigation, pending all of their charges. We're still waiting to see if they're going to get docked points, relegated, financial, like what's going to happen to them. We don't know. So,
if anything.
But yeah, I mean, I think that no one is really like taken like quick lead this year. I mean, everybody's like lost a game. People are okay. I don't think anybody is like running
like
away
dominating the whole league this season.
Exactly.
So far.
Yeah, exactly. And I think like as United showed even in the last like few years, like they can play poorly and still win a cup. Play poorly in the league and still like bring home domestic trophies. So it's not necessarily a drought we're in right now, but I think everyone's kind of dying for like a better style.
Maybe just like a lull.
We hope to see them back in that point, like where we could potentially go and see them play.
Watch them in like absolutely. What, I guess, style of play do you think will be in?
Ruben did say in his press conference, like he's committed to like his style of play and making like the squad, the players that they have fit within that style of play. And so he plays typically with like a 3-back system. So like typically that'd be like 3 central defenders and you have like 2 wing backs. And then like maybe 3 midfielders depending on like what his attacking formation will be. But essentially you would either be in a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3. Those would be like the 2 formations, but with playing a 3-back system, it's like a very fluid style of like football because essentially you'll defend with 5 back because those wing backs have like a ton of like defensive responsibility, and then like going forward they'll be like attacking players, basically like wingers. But that can work in like different ways. We saw Ten Hag like kind of play around with that idea when like Dallo would kind of like tuck into the midfield and like the attack and be like an extra midfield player sometimes. So I don't know. We'll see how like Ruben works that. But yeah, I think like with the 3-back system, he's essentially saying like we're gonna try to win the ball higher up the field, and like essentially like punish teams.
Okay.
So same type of like ideology that we've been seeing, but we're I guess hoping that with a different type of system to that press, it will be more effective and like lead to a better like style of football.
Okay.
Casemiro is a phenomenal midfielder. We know that. He's got a crazy resume. It'd be insane to like not give him like the respect he deserves on his footballing ability. You also have to put players in positions to succeed. And Casemiro really needed like help. He really needed like a partner in the midfield. Insert Ugarte. And now that they've been played together under Ruben Nistelrooy, those games went really well when Casemiro had like that help in the midfield, someone else to go like help him.
Do you think that sort of setup with Casemiro will continue under Ruben?
That's a good question. Honestly, because of course, like new manager comes in, everybody is now healthy, like magically fit. So now you've got like obviously 5 different midfielders trying to fill potentially like 3 to 4 roles. So I mean, you've got like Eriksen now, Mount back in action. And then you also have like all of the attackers who are now vying for like less positions. So that's Ahmad, Garnacho, Rashford. Like then you've got the youth players coming up. So there's just like Xerxes, like Højlund. Like there's a lot of like players vying for like these very limited like positions. So it will be very interesting to see like what team he puts out. Like we know Bruno is going to be involved for sure. The back 3, I mean, I would assume De Ligt will probably be in the middle or at the right side of that. He's been like a phenomenal tackler, great defender. I don't know, he might lean into like some of the training images, I guess, that we've seen have had like Johnny Evans in like that like heart role of the back 3, which would make sense because he obviously isn't the quickest lad anymore. But he obviously is the leader, is gonna like dominate in the air and make sure that everybody else is well organized. So you kind of want someone who is like an anchor in that role. And then obviously Martinez would be on the left to be the butcher down the left side. But it will be very interesting to see where like Dallo fits into this, Garnacho fits into this, because both of them are like, you know, Dallo would be like that wide defender. You still need like a defensive presence for when we're defending, you know, when we lose the ball.
Who does Manchester United play this weekend? And what are some challenges they might face in the game?
They play Ipswich Town. I think a big challenge will be, obviously, it's a road game, so if they're playing away from home, you won't have like that backing of like the home crowd and stuff. And then there's always kind of that new manager, new system, like will the players grasp it right away? Will they understand their like role within that like new system, and like will they be able to perform at like the levels the manager expects like right away? Because then it also comes down to like, you know, how long, if it's working, you know, Ruben's obviously gonna stick with it. Let's say they get to the 60th minute and they're a goal down, like what will those first changes be? What will those first subs look like? It will be like very interesting to see like those types of things. But yeah, I think the key for like everybody, especially Man United fans, Man United players, like everybody, like regardless even if they smack Ipswich and even if they lose 5-0, like they deserve tons of time. Like the players are going to need time to adjust to a new system. The manager is going to need time to adjust to a new league. I think like the expectation is very high, but I feel like that's also like a little bit dangerous.
Yeah, they need to be given some grace as they kind of work out the kinks in this new relationship with the manager and like where everyone's playing and what that formation looks like.
Right, 100% agree. And I mean, at the end of the day, it is Ipswich Town. No offense to them, but it's not Liverpool. It's not,
Right.
you know, one of the like United's biggest rivals in the league. So you hope that, like he said, like again, Ruben sounded very determined and confident that we are going to be able to tell, even if the lineup is the same. He said we will be able to tell that the system is different. You'd be silly not to believe him.
Yeah.
He sounded very, very confident in that.
Absolutely. Yeah, he talks with a lot of like conviction, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very inspiring.
Yeah.
Listening to like how he talks about the team and how he talks about the club and how much he believes in everything that he's saying.
Yeah, 100%. That definitely, I feel like, makes everybody feel more confident. So we'll just have to see. But I think it's super important that he's fully backed by both the players, the club, and all the things, because it's time. I think it's time for like United to win the league again.
Yeah.
The domestic cups have been nice. They've been important to like kind of reestablish like that faith, show the potential, and I think that shows that these players are capable of a lot.
Yes.
Like this group already is capable of a lot. They're capable of winning trophies. They're capable of doing these things. So
yeah, very capable of like accomplishing all the goals that are probably set for them.
Yeah. So we'll just have to see.
Do you think we're gonna see anything unexpected?
Yes, I do. I think we kind of got a taste of it with what happened with like Rude taking over, and I think it will probably be like surprising how well like all the chances are gonna just go our way. Like hitting like all of the things that seem to not be falling correctly, like previously. I feel like the ball is just gonna like start rolling. I mean, United creates the most big chances in the Premier League. They miss the most big chances in the Premier League. As soon as that stat flips, it's gonna be a wrap.
That's so true.
So I mean, you think about like Bruno. He creates the most big chances in all of Europe. I mean, when those statistics start like falling in favor,
it's over.
I think you could see like something very different. And I think we've gotten like hints of that. We just are always like frustrated yelling at the TV. It doesn't take much for that to like go the other way. And then once that confidence starts rolling, like especially with players like Garnacho and Ahmad and Rashford, who are like very heavily confidence players, once they have that confidence, it's like done. Like people forget like when Rashford has had like 20-30 goal seasons, like when he's confident, he'll rip shots from 20-30 yards, upper 90s, free kicks, goal. Like he's capable of so much. Garnacho, the bicycle kick from last year. I mean, and Kobe's been out for weeks.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot to be like discovered with this group so far. Ahmad had 20-something goals last year with the team he was loaned on. We're just scratching the surface of what Ahmad can do. It's like actually scary to think about. We haven't seen the best of Højlund yet.
Right.
Haven't seen the best of Xerxes yet.
There's a lot of potential.
A lot of potential.
That is yet to be unlocked with the
Yeah,
squad.
yeah, 100%. I mean, I've been saying for a while, even Anthony, who's been struggling, we know, but he, I think, as a wingback, has a lot of potential because his defensive work rate is almost unmatched. If he can turn that into whipping some crosses in for like, I don't know. I think they're like the squad. Like Ruben said, he was a player that wanted to just play. He would play anywhere. If the squad embodies that same energy, I think there are a lot of players that could find themselves being invaluable in others' positions.
Yeah, it'd be like very, very dynamic. Everyone would be kind of moving around in positions, playing different spaces, and at that point it just becomes very unpredictable.
Right.
What people are going to be doing, what the players are going to be doing, and I feel like that's when you start hitting those big chances when you are an unpredictable team.
Yeah, 100%. And I think that's when like these very systematic teams that, play this boring pass football. Don't want to at anybody, but we know who the put you to sleep teams are. I think United could really like embody some of that like exciting football. I mean, Ruben hit the nail on the head when he said that Man United is the like heartbeat of the Premier League. And I think if we started playing that sort of football again, you'd see how quickly that what he said will be very true once again. Again, like hearing a manager speak about the club that way, that's the way you should be thinking about it. So
absolutely.
So yeah, we'll see what happens, but very exciting leading up to Sunday.
Yeah, it sounds like the overall pulse is very positive in terms of the new manager.
Yeah, 100%.